Sergeant Geek, reporting in. Stacked up shelves, let the hunt begin. Hey, 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 hey. Blister packs, retro gold, chasing every story, every mold. Click that play, join the crew. We got secrets of the plastic truth. Sergeant Geek toy collector's review. Turn it up, up. This one's for you, for you, for you. From the box to the pose, we break it through. Sergeant Geek toy collector's review. Hey, 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 hey.
What's up, internet meatbags and plastic hoarding degenerates? You've just stumbled into a lost transmission from Sergeant Geek's Toy Collector Review. Yeah, that's right, this one wasn't even supposed to make it out of the vault. We're talking pre-upload era, buried in the multiverse, forgot it existed next to my portal gun charger kind of footage, and now, boom, it's back. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe to be notified when new videos are uploaded. Now let's check it out.
Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Toy Collector Review with me, Sergeant Geek, and we got a couple of figures that we're going to be looking at today, starting off with Stratos from Masters of the Universe, which is a very cool figure. I did have this guy when I was younger back in the day. And also we're going to be looking at the Sorceress. Here, as you can see here in the screen, you can see we got two figures, but first let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. Just like back in the day, you got the big open window so you can actually see the figure. Once again, on top, Masters of the Universe, Stratos, the Winged Warrior, new for 2022, retro play, very nicely done. You can see some of the articulation there. And on the back of the package at the bottom, you got a bunch of Lego mumbo jumbo. And on the top, you can see all the new figures that are coming out for 2022 and the Masters of the Universe toy line. Once again, very cool. Let's put him down. Let's take a quick look at the Sorceress here. As you can see, pretty much the same design of packaging for her as well. Once again, very cool. You can see some of the articulation there for her. As you can see, Sorceress, heroic guardian of Castle Grayskull up top. And once again, on the back, the same list of figures, and you can see some of the stuff that she can do, holding her staff and spreading of the wings. Very cool, very nice indeed. So guys, as you can see, very cool picture up top. So guys, let's go ahead and let's get these figures out of the packaging and let's take a look at the figures themselves. Alright guys, so we got them out of the package. They look pretty cool, but they also come with this little mini comic book right here, which is only a few pages. So let's take a quick look at the comic book. As you can see, he's got some decent artwork and a list of the figures on the back. Pretty much for those who are new to the Masters of the Universe, introducing you to some of the characters. Now, I would have preferred that each character himself came with its own little mini comic book. Like, you know, Sorceress coming with a comic book about her and Stratos coming with a comic book about him. But that's not the case. But let's go ahead and take a look at the figures. Now, as you can see, Stratos is actually flesh tone, which back in the day, he actually had a gray body. I don't know why they did this flesh tone one, which is fine because it distinguishes him from the original one, so you can't try to mock it up with the original one and try to resell it, which is what a lot of people are doing. It's got lots of articulation in him, which is really cool. The face is the original face. It is the original body almost. Now, as you can see here, this is different than the original. His head is on a ball joint, so he does have a lot of weeble wobble on him, which is really cool. Now, the hands do go out to the side. And you got a bend at the elbow. You got a little bit of wrist articulation. You got some elbow articulation there as well. Once again, really cool. So you can take like these original looking figures and actually pose them up many different ways, which is very cool. Now, he does have this harness on with the rockets on it, which is pretty much like the original G1 style Stratos. Once again, really cool. Now, the legs kind of operate similar to the way the original ones did, but with a little bit more flexibility in them. Once again, he does have the bend at the knee, and he has some shin rotation. and he has a lot of rotation at the foot as well. The foot can go up and down and tilt left and right, kind of like being on almost like a ball joint, which is very cool. Once again, you can pose this guy up for a lot of things there. Once again, really cool. I like the way they did this. It is an homage to the original Stratos, and they changed it up a little bit so it cannot be confused with the original one, which, if I'm not mistaken, is kind of worth a little bit more than what these guys are going for. But it is cool that they actually did a flesh tone in a way. But let's go ahead and check out the Sorceress. Now, I never actually owned a Sorceress figure. This is my actual first one. Nice, lots of little details to her, very nicely done. Almost the same articulation as the Stratos figure. She does come with the staff. Her head is kind of hard to turn, being that she has the headrest on, and she has the wings, which are pretty solid, and when you actually spread them out, they lock up pretty good. So there's none of that slipping down and all that stuff, which probably will happen later on as the years go on. But as of right now, very nicely done. You can actually fold up the wings or spread them out, whichever way you want to do it. It looks really cool. Now, as you can see here, once again, it's very hard to get the head to tilt any which way because of the headdress. She does have a little bit of hip rotation there as well. So once again, as we go through the articulation here, this is a very nice figure. Very nicely done. Now I do have the Castle Grayskull play set that I was able to get at a discount price at my local Walmart. So she's gonna actually look pretty good in the doorway of that for the display. All right, let me get her to stand. Alright, always having difficulty getting these figures to stand individually. Trying to disperse the weight so they can stand properly. There we go. Now guys, as I don't have a lot of He-Man, Masters of the Universe figures, or any figures somewhat in particular in this general area of size, I do have some Masters of the Universe figures that we can compare them to, so let's go ahead and do that real fast.
Don't go away. We'll be back right after these messages. Skeletor! He-Man gone. The magic of Orko will be mine. Prince Adam, we gotta get out of here now!
Skeletor, Orko, Prince Adam, and He-Man figures each sold separately.
Help! Help, Prince Adam! Looks like a job for He-Man. Trick's on you, bone face. Yarg!
Prince Adam and Orko with Coin Trick, new from the Masters of the Universe collection, each sold separately. Other action figures also sold separately. From Mattel.
And now back to He-Man.
Alright guys, so first we're going to start off with the Sorceress here. And as you guys know, I don't have a lot of Masters of the Universe figures, but I do have a few. So first we're going to start off with the Mega Bloks version of the Sorceress that I have. They do come with one that looks just like this one, but the one I got is in all white, which of course is pretty cool. And then I also have a knockoff Lego minifigure of the Sorceress here, pretty much in the same colors, just a little bit darker shade, but once again really cool. As you can see, all three figures together, very nicely done, very cool. So let's go ahead, let's move on to Stratos. Alright guys, so here we have Stratos, and once again let's go ahead and let's compare him to a couple of the figures I have. Here you can see I have a Mega Bloks Stratos in the original colors, and I also have here, you can see, a third-party Lego minifigure version of him, pretty much in the same colors, very nicely done. As you can see, both these figures with this retro one right here, very nice, great addition to my collection. Well guys, that's where we're gonna wrap up this video for today. Alright guys, we come to the end of another episode of Toy Collector Review. Once again, if any of you guys that grew up with He-Man and Masters of the Universe figures back in the 80s, these are some pretty cool figures. They're just what I would have liked to have back then. The same figures, but with a little bit more articulation. These guys are actually going to look great with the Castle Grayskull, He-Man, and Skeletor figures I already have on the shelf. And now I don't have a lot of space for He-Man figures as of right now, but hopefully as time goes on, I'll be able to get some more room made up for them in the office, and I'll be able to get some of the vehicles and the battle cats for He-Man and Skeletor. But guys, once again, we come to that point in the video where if you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, become a member of this channel, hit that bell notification so you guys can be notified every time I put out a new video. And guys, share this video on all your social media platforms. And guys, if you like the content that I'm putting out there, go ahead and hit that like button. It does help with the YouTube algorithm. And for those of you guys who are watching this on Rumble, go ahead and smash that Rumble button. And guys, if there's anything in particular you guys would like to see on this channel, go ahead and hit me in the comment section below. Most of you guys that do so already know I do my best to try to respond to every comment that I get down there. Let me know if there's anything you want to see, and I will do my best to try to get it for you guys on this channel. Once again, I'm Sergeant Geek, and I'm signing off.
Begin, squat up, got the shelf on.